Hey everybody, and welcome to Cooking It Real. Guess what? It's snowing. Yeah, it's snowing in East Tennessee. You might say, hey, it's January. It snows in January. Sometimes here, sometimes not so much. But today we have a winter storm. We're set for some of the white stuff. What does that mean? First, it means school's closed. All the businesses are shutting down early. Everyone is being advised not to travel. Stay off the roads. If you don't have to be somewhere, don't be somewhere. Be home. And what's the most fun thing to do when you're home? Well, you got to put on your snowflake shirt and you got to get in the kitchen and you got to make some comfort food. This is a perfect day for comfort food. And I want to share one of my favorite comfort foods from my childhood. If you talk to anyone who grew up in the New England area, they would know about this dish. Outside of New England, not so much. What am I talking about? American chop suey. American chop suey? What the heck is that? Well, if you were from New England, you would know. A lot of people compare it to goulash or chili mac, but we always called it American chop suey. Basically, it was in heavy rotation all the time in most every home in New England. I'm going to show you how to make it. I think you're going to love it. You can call it whatever you want. Now right here, I have the traditional ingredients for American chop suey. The base is, of course, ground beef. This is 80/20 ground chuck. This is almost a pound. It's like 0.85 pounds. You need some yellow onion, some green pepper. Don't leave that out. That's critical. I got a little bit of tomato paste. This is about 2 tablespoons, about a third of one of the small cans. I got a cup and a half of elbow macaroni. I got some chicken stock. I got some tomato sauce. I need 1 can for sure. I might need 2. I don't know. Some diced tomatoes, some Worcestershire sauce, and my seasonings, which is salt, pepper, oregano, granulated garlic, and basil. I think I'm only going to use half of this yellow onion because it's just for Will and I. Um, like I said, travel is not advised. So no one's coming over to share this with us. And we've got so much food in the fridge. We don't need to be eating American chop suey for the next week. However, you can definitely bump up the amounts of ingredients and feed an army if necessary. Okay, we're going to start by putting our Dutch oven on medium-high heat. I've got about a tablespoon or so, tablespoon and a half of butter. We're going to put it in there. I prefer butter for this dish. My mom would have used margarine, but we don't do margarine anymore. So we're going to let that melt and we're going to saute our veggies. Okay, I got my veggies here. I got my tomato paste. Here's my chicken stock, my Worcestershire, and my spices. Let's get started. In the pool. Now, if you want to, you can augment these vegetables with a little bit of celery. That would make it like the Cajun Trinity. You can leave the celery out. And if you're not a big fan of green peppers, or you're making this for a group that maybe is not so keen on green peppers, make sure that a good tip is to make them in bigger pieces. Don't make them too small. Even bigger than this if you want to. That way people can pick them out. If they don't like them, they can pick them out. All right. Now we're just going to get a little bit of a sweat on this. Okay, I'm going to add just a pinch of our salt right now. A couple pinches, a little bit of pepper, just to get that going. That just kind of layers the flavors a little bit. And what we're going to do is we are going to give this some room, push off to the side, and we're going to cook our ground beef right beside it. All right, in you go. And like I said, whoop, that's kind of floppy. I'm going to have to switch to a wooden spoon. This is almost a pound of ground beef. It is 0.855, I think, exactly. And it costs like $5. So ground beef is way different than it was when my mom made this dish. I think she might have been spending, I think she might have been paying like, I don't know, 59 cents a pound for ground beef. Yeah, that's how old I am. All right, there we go. We're gonna do a little salt on you, a little pepper on you, maybe some garlic powder on you, just to start. We're gonna let that hang out a little bit, get some brown. We want it cooked almost all the way. We can make sure we're not sticking here. All right, good. Okay, while that ground beef is browning, let me give you a shout out my kitchen sink window. Look at that snow coming down. Tell you what, my niece Michelle, who lives in Massachusetts, as do a big portion of my family, she calls this baby snow. Oh, Tennessee has some baby snow. Yes, it might be baby, but it's exciting for us. Look at can you see my, right up here? Wait, right there is my top of my hummingbird feeder. You see that? That's like almost an inch, I would say. We're going to get some accumulation. Woohoo! Okay, back to the pot. That didn't take long. Ooh, yeah, look at that fond over here. This is what we want. That's flavor right there. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our tomato paste. My mom didn't always use tomato paste. If you don't want to open a can just for this, you don't have to. But it does add a depth of flavor, especially if you saute the paste a little bit, like I'm doing here. Also going to add the rest of my spices. What I had was a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper, teaspoon of oregano, a tablespoon of garlic, granulated garlic, and a tablespoon of basil. Now, you do you, okay? If you want, you can add more or less of anything. I'm kind of doing the traditional thing. There we go. Oh man, if you could smell this now. It smells amazing. All right, now we're going to add our can of diced tomatoes with the juice. Yep. And our can of tomato sauce. Start there. That slowed things down. Now we're going to scrape all that goodness off. And you know, a lot of people will have their macaroni and they will cook their macaroni in a separate pot and then add it to the goulash, then add it to the American chop suey. But I am 99% sure that my mom did not do it that way, that she added the dry macaroni to the pot, save herself another pot to clean and a strainer to clean. So I'm going to take, I got 4 cups of chicken stock here. I'm going to start with 2. And I'm just going to clean out my cans. You know how to do this. We've done this before. Just the back and forth, get all that goodness out of there. Here we go. Good. Now, we're going to take our Worcestershire sauce, and we're going to give it some hefty flavor. Let's see. I'm going to say that's about a tablespoon. I'm going to do that twice. You do it to your taste. Add more, add less. It's up to you. I'm splashing my snowflake shirt. It's so fun, you know, when you have like the permission to stay off the roads and stay home and just do fun things in the kitchen. That's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. My cat thinks she wants to go out. Duchess wants to go out, but she don't want to get her paws wet. No way, Jose. Okay, that's going. So I'm going to add my macaroni. Now, of course, if you had a bigger crowd, you would have a larger pan and different ingredients. This is going to cook for about, it's going to simmer for about 6 or 7 minutes, and then we'll test the macaroni. Now, if you need more liquid, you can add more chicken stock. You could add more tomato sauce, or you could just add water. Okay, it's up to you. So we're just going to put the lid on, slightly ajar. I'm going to set my timer for 7 minutes, and let's see what happens. Okay, I'm giving this a quick stir just to make sure my macaroni isn't sticking to the bottom. Back we go. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that smells so good. All right, so what I did was I turned the heat down. I did have to stir it a couple of times just to make sure the elbows didn't stick, but I turned the heat down to low, and it's on the big burner, so it's still kind of going, still simmering. And I put it on for another, I think 7 minutes. I'll have to go back and check, and I will put the amount up there somewhere. But what you really want to do is you want to just test the macaroni. When the macaroni is cooked, then everything is ready. Okay, test that macaroni. Al dente, perfect. This is ready to go. And you know what this is, my friends? This is what Hamburger Helper wished it could be. So I'm going to turn this off. And here you have it. Okay. Now this will, if you let it sit a little bit, which I recommend because it is molten lava hot right now, it will thicken up a little bit. The macaroni will continue to absorb some of the sauce. But we're just about ready to serve. Okay, so here we are on this snowy day. I got my honey bunny, my snow bunny, and he's going to help me taste this. Have you ever had American chop suey, Will?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Hold it up so everyone can see you eating it. It's hot. Be careful.
It's okay.
You don't like it?
I like it.
It's okay.
It's not super hot.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant meh. Mm. Tastes just like I remember.
Very good.
Would you like a sprinkle of parm? That's what we would have on top. You can use cheddar cheese or, like a melty cheese like Velveeta or anything like that. I think we just had the parm from the can, which, it's all right. I got all day to do laundry. I got nowhere to go. I got nothing else to do. I can do laundry. Hey. Thanks, babe. All right. This is delicious. Anyway, what's your favorite comfort food? What would you make on a snowy day to make yourself happy and fill your house with flavor and just celebrate the fact that you have a snow day?
It is nice. And the snow is coming down.
It is totally coming down, and it's going to continue to come down, and I'll see if I can update a total at the end of this video. But until such time, please like this video and subscribe if you haven't already, and you know that we really appreciate it. And I know it's been a while since I did a video, but I'm back, and I got a lot of ideas coming up for this new year. So until next time, keep cooking it real, friends. Bye.
I'll eat them all.
You'll eat them. No problem. No problem there. Mm-mm-mm.
No problem.